everyone, welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight doubles as a West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup with Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Clint Capella.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for the Jazz, we've got George, Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Reed in at the point. So the Rockets win the tip. Van Vliet with it. Smith with a screen on MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Because he's so sharp, Van Vliet can be a very tough guy to defend.
It's his first trip to the line.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
That free throw good from Van Vliet.
An NBA champion and all-star. Fred Van Vliet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with and he plays the game the right way and with passion.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
Now Reed.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Here's Durant. The rebound by Markkanen. It's a one-on-one situation. MP against Van Vliet. MP outside. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. They get it back. Kessler with a bucket.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Houston with the ball. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
And MP throws it down hard.
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Just over a minute and a half in. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got 6.
Great work by Van Vliet. So good at carving out space on the interior.
Here's MP. Drives to the hoop. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Pass to Durant. Plenty of space. And again, it's Houston.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter. Up top, Reed, guarded by Van Vliet. Stolen by Van Vliet. Thompson passes to Smith. Oh, MP with a block.
Wow, MP with the meeting at the summit. Denying almost.
Count that one. 11 points in the game. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Group substitution here for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Kessler. Anderson comes in for Filipowski. Hendricks has checked in for Markkanen. And Bailey subbed in for George. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. And here's Reed. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Lakers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Utah, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. 56 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. And so MP will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. A stunning 23 straight victories so far.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
He buries it from 3.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Here's Shepard. Houston with another miss. And so it's Utah closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Aaron Holiday. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, B.A., I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told. But this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
And a foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Martin, he's checked in for Nurkic. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in. To the paint. Shot is up, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Third personal foul. Second team.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Finney-Smith.
At the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to. But for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. Rockets trail by 11. Beasley, pass to Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
MP outside. Şengün with a steal. Outside Durant. It's Eason with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's Reed. 22 points for him. The rebound by Beasley.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Utah leading by 7. Here's Reed. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. MP's got 8 here in this quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. Thompson comes in for Beasley. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepard.
It's a shot some guys don't like, but Van Vliet gets it dialed in.
Pass to Williams. Inside. And finished off by Kessler.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on it. The three from Thompson. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
The defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Chomps sit in with us. I tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort.
Here's Van Vliet. They trail by 9. Fires from deep. 6 to shoot. Thompson, no good. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the right side. Pass to Hendricks. The three ball hits a three-pointer. And it's a 12-point Jazz lead. 11 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Now here's Van Vliet. Launches it from deep, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. MP getting it done for the Utah Jazz. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Utah Jazz. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really liked were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Utah Jazz.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. MP really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Walker Kessler out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's George. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's George. Nice D from Thompson.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Here's Kessler. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Van Vliet. Give him 8. No good with the triple. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Markkanen. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Van Vliet on the wing. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Durant, no good. Jazz leading by 14. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Markkanen for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
KD out here flexing on people.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Here's MP from outside. Hits the trifecta. Reed's got 27.
Hey, everybody's got a three-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, KD from downtown.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Van Vliet against MP. Rebound by Van Vliet. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be their third game on the road with 7 games total on the schedule.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. And here's Durant. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Oh, and the dunk by MP. And the Jazz lead by 14.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Now here's Van Vliet. Give him 8 points now. Stolen by MP. In transition, here come the Jazz. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. Back to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Durant. 9 points in the game.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Reed goes in, and MP throws it down.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Thompson outside. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And another miss by Houston.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Smith outside. Pass to Durant. 24 seconds left in the third. Smith no good. Jazz leading by 20. Here's Reed. 37 points for him. Smith with the rebound. Durant with it. Van Vliet outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Utah Jazz, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Houston Five right now. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Okogie is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Utah has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Now Reed. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the...
Oh! I can't believe he just did that!
Way up top.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Such a wide-open look.
This is how confident Beasley is. What a quick trigger finger off the catch for that jumper.
MP looking around. Driving inside. Pass to Martin. Back to MP. Shot clock at 5. And he lays it up and in. Reed's got 41.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Look here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Collier in for Reed. And a change for the Rockets. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Okogie. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. They double-team Durant. The shot from the low post is good. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Who's watching here?
Outside, Williams. Here's Collier. Back to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Collier.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
For the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen comes in for Martin. And Reed is subbed in for Williams. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Amen Thompson comes in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Beasley. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Jazz leading by 16. Reed with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Shoots a three. Count that one, Reed. MP's got 44.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And it's VanVleet off the drive. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the doors to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. And kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
Utah leading by 22. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in, and it's stolen by Van Vliet. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And the shot's good. Reed's got 49 in the game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Sensabaugh is checked in for Filipowski, and Hendricks is subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. And Houston will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for... Oh, another one falls!
Only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. On the wing, Finney Smith. He's covered by Kessler. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Jazz.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Beasley. Assist from Kevin Durant.
And so MP will bring it up for the Jazz. The three is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Eason. Pass to Durant. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Reed. Again, Utah good for 2.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their...
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.